Welcome back to Beelzebub the Jag. There's been very little progress on this car for some months, which is sort of regrettable, but it is what it is. Given my sort of workload and the amount I travel and the fact that I have to work outside in any conditions, it's been rather difficult. But I'm determined now that the weather's half decent, one way or the other, I've got to try and press on. And I need to start where I finished off. I believe it was last October. I made this panel to sort of, obviously we see we've got fresh air here. Yeah, there's nothing. Yeah, the whole thing's rotten. It's got to be cut along this scribe line, and to allow the panel to go in, I've got to remove the fuel pipes. There's not actually much fuel in the tank, but these pipes they're absolutely knackered. They're rock hard. I need some brand new pipe, but I've also got this ridiculous thing I put in. It's a garden hose clamp. There's supposed to be a changeover valve, and there's the hole that it's supposed to sit in, and I think that's the power to it. It's a changeover valve, goes from left to right, and they're notorious for failing. When I bought the car, this pipe was it was just running off the left-hand tank, and this one was completely closed off. I assumed that the right-hand tank had a hole in, but it didn't. But I do need to address the whole fuel system. These are hard, and any other pipes that I will find, all of these, they've all got to be changed. It's not a particularly big job. Down there as well, they're 40 years old, and the whole lot's got to be changed. So as I start fiddling with this, I'll get this done, because there's no point in welding it and making it nice. To put these stupid hard pipes that I could easily, one of these could crack. So there's also a hard, I need to sort of, there will be on the underside, I'll have to, let's get down here. Look, actually that looks to be in decent shape, so that has to come out. But there's another soft pipe here. Actually I say it's soft, it's turned rock hard. That will need to be changed, so I need to take off this panel, but that's going to come off anyway, so I can inspect everything inside. And I do have a brand new valance. You see, this is it's just virtually nothing left of it. It was completely rotten when I bought the car. But this, I'm hoping to be able to save this quarter panel. The same the other side, and I need to move this. This is it's the filler for the LPG. I don't want that there. It looks ridiculous. So I'll be moving that, and almost definitely, let me just move myself. I'll almost definitely mount it in the bumper. This is rubber. If I can find an area, probably here, I'll probably cut a hole there and mount the black cap in the black bumper, and relocate that pipe that goes underneath the body, and it ends up in coming to the tank inside. I'm not sure exactly where it goes, but I'll have to trace it all. Yeah, it won't be the most difficult job. I'd much rather cut a hole in a rubber bumper than actually cut a hole in the body panel. There is the possibility of actually the caps are locked. You can, if you really go to town, you can make it go in. Let me open this. I think, because there's a drain hole there that can't be blocked, I think you can get away with putting a thread that you have to sort of screw in the adapter. So when you come to put the LPG in, you have to screw the adapter in and fill it. There is that possibility, that I think it might get in the way of the drain hole. I don't really want to be drilling any of the bodywork, so maybe not. I don't know, I'll come to that later. But in the short term, I've got to get these hardened pipes out and trim all of this. The panel's been sitting in the car, and it's gone a bit rusty. It's only surface rust. I'll be able to get that off with an abrasive wheel and put some treatment on it. But I need to be able to put the damn thing in, and I can't whilst the fuel hoses are in the way. So, we'll start where I finished the other day. The car has only got a couple of months before it's due for MOT. It won't pass an MOT with a gaping hole in the floor. It was all full of filler when it passed the MOT last year, so I need to get that in place. So I'll start where I finished, and then obviously return to the sills. It's a monumental task that I'm taking on here. Oh yes, broken rear lens. Children crashed a shopping trolley. They were racing up and down the street in a shopping trolley. Smashed that lens. So I've been needing to do one of those for the MOT, but we'll get there. we'll definitely get there. It's a long old slog, and I'm feeling a bit more like doing the work. Honestly, truly, I've not been very well for some months, and I've just not had it about me to set about this car at any time, let alone in sort of freezing cold, wet winter open air conditions. So fingers crossed I can now face what I've started and try and finish off a bit. But yeah, we'll see.